Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the cable single arm shoulder press with a neutral grip. This variation is great for people who have shoulder problems. I recommend that you guys at least try it out lightly. First thing you're going to want to do is set up the cable machine to around hip height. That way you get a good stretch at the bottom, and then choose the appropriate weight. I recommend you start off light, relative to your strength obviously, and then slowly start to increase the weight every other week. Once you're in position, take a slight step forward so that the cable is not like hitting you. And then what you want to do is actually take a little step off to the side. Actually, you don't want to be directly in front of it, the opposite side of the arm you're working, so that the cable is just going pretty much straight. And then once you're in that position, keep your core tight, feet shoulder width apart, and your chin tucked. That way your spine stays neutral. You don't want to be like looking directly above you. Obviously that's going to put your neck in a very uncomfortable position. But once you're in that position, you want to make sure that you're pressing up, obviously. You don't want to be pressing like directly in front of you. And with this exercise or any cable shoulder press, using like traditional cable machines like this, you won't be able to press directly over your head. And if you do, it's going to be very uncomfortable because you're not pressing at the angle of the cable. The cable's slightly going forward and you're trying to go directly up and down, so it's going to start pulling your shoulders down and back, your wrists and everything. So just don't even do it. Once you're in that position with that neutral grip, you want to be pressing up and slightly in front of you. That's what you want to focus on. Also make sure that you bring your hands down to around your shoulder. Don't go any lower than that. That's completely unnecessary. If you go any lower than that, you're going to feel a crazy stretch and your arm is going to start pulling the wrist is going to start going downward because you're pulling it in a range that your shoulder is not meant to go in. You want to also make sure that you're keeping the tempo nice and smooth. You don't want to use a bunch of momentum when you're doing any exercise, especially hypertrophy based exercise. Because you want to make sure that you're keeping as much tension on the muscle as possible. Once you lose tension, you lose the ability to build muscle. Just think of it that way. Another thing I want you guys to think about is making sure that you're doing a full range of motion. I'm not saying lock out at the top. I'm just saying go as high as you can before you lock out and then go back down. My philosophy when it comes to training is keeping the weight moving. You don't want to lock your arms at the top or the bottom, or for any exercise. You want to keep tension, so keep the weight moving. Here's some common mistakes. Using momentum and bending your knees to try to press the weight up aggressively. That usually means the weight's too heavy. Also, this is another sign the weight's too heavy is partial ranges of motion. Also, like I said before, you don't want to be looking up. Keep your chin tucked, because as you go heavier, it gets more dangerous. Also, don't press directly in front of you. You want to be pressing upward and slightly forward.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications. And if you want to take it a step further and work with us or support the channel further, there are a few ways you could do that down below. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and God bless you.